the first to know. Nsem-Pii TV.
Abusuya mamenchiao emu akwaba efamra ye kasafoni so Nsem-Pii TV be the first to know. Now abusuya for na watch there aye na watch bi a emu nsensem no edoso ye pa na enam so ama Kwadwo Poku Nsafoah our former aspirant 2024 NPP elections course no another 2023 NPP elections course no waba montin so abeyi honorable Asante Boateng Asante Boateng of Asante South abusuafo na no ni nyina efa ensem bia okokekan ya ense na emfata edifa Dr. Alhaji Bawumia ho abra okoye interview Adum TV ema journalist ni mpokura no ne ho edwiri no na abusuafo Opoku Nsafoah echemu se obadabai oyehoho obadabai oyehoho no na ono nso so ebusa Kwaku Asante Boateng se hoho de nyina hoho na okai se abra okoye law no okoduru school mu no na oyehoho enso ye manakwanya emani suande ebiem nso so no osaye adwuma awo Unilever Ghana owie no okoduru ho no okoye hoho nanso ye manakwan emane koye de opese oye ebiem nso so no oye into real estate ansa na obekọ real estate mu no na ewo amanfo bi a omodi kan ewom ono so ko wura mu no ya manakwan ama no eye de se oye nenti no the issue about Dr. Alhaji Bawumia oye hoho na se oye akwa no ebeto mu dabai na bra ye call 2012 election petition ay kopie mu Supreme Court no na munim se Dr. Alhaji Bawumia oye hoho ena MPP for de mu edini ko gina adaka mu se onko defend wo mu ana obi a wadi party no echi na nado danko akufado ayi as a running mate since 2008 and mo ehunu obi a wadi party na echi saa dia besi 2024 no afi na mo ka chense oye hoho ana na ye o maame bi wo ho a efe na Hajia Yakubu saa nso ena oba afoforo na manfo ye nse obadabai nenso ene ye ka NPP amanyo semu a anasa apako semu a wontimi enmo nipa num enyi maame a ye friend se Hawa Yakubu edin emfa mfiri mu eda enti saa asem na omukika ka de omunyai na omunya aka na omso enya iti efise ba empanyinfo aka se de onim atwene no ono nye de ni gina ekon ano na se Dr. Alhaji Bawumia approve na se once upon a time na wogina wo campaign platform so campaign ni ma wo de a edinti ene ne de esa wo sa aka sa ensemwe edigu ne ho efin wo wieye ene o sa de to dwa se enkrofo bi nenam propaganda ese Dr. Alhaji Bawumia se omoto abanoma no na so be president a obesa appointment a na nado danko akufado de man nkrofo na nado danko akufado mo appointment no sa nkrofo na ena Dr. Alhaji Bawumia sa do mbeba enti omunsese omunsa no ena obuso omuse honorable Kennedy akompra ko Japan ne camp sticker na oye adwuma e wona nado danko akufado apenso na oye deputy finance minister na oye appointee 90 no se honorable Kennedy ewini a ono nso onfa ne mbamu ana Brian Champon Crofo mu di na chinyina ne fa na ye DCs eno nti so wini a omomo adwuma anya na sa propaganda na omunama bonten ekeka efa Dr. Alhaji Bawumia de ebe ya omuntwam efise de nyame ahira no no ahira no de nyame so obesi ne hene no we den onipa bia entimi ensesa abusafo yanko na yenkotie Kwadwo Poku Nsafoah na wi a odo adwenkyere ato comment section
na unam kwaso machiamo so de bia me ye no bibi bana o si yenum bikambia ne dia no atum na ya video ne dia atutwa ne dia yasisi no ibinim ya hoho ibinim ya outsiders matese yasi inua MPP a owo Asante South to say Dr. Bawumia hoho ayi nyina no na at a point in time na hoho say kasa no ibinim ka omunto mo boase kakra hoho ani dia inua okakaso bi hoho ono no say at a point na ono so hoho party mu ana yawo no MPP flag ball na ho okoye lawyer at a point na oye hoho in the law fraternity oye adwuma Unilever at a point okoye Unilever no oye hoho oye into real estate or real estate no or sase no na or hoho we are say enye how you came de obaye de obeye se kwan a ufa so bad dem ho de na Nsem-Pii no obi ebu nani so na ye de obi wura ho na obi wura dem ho de obeye the impact obeye na ye hwe so edika inimpo no yenyina ye Christopher bi me Muslim for o hwe Christo boa be catch say the rock that the builders rejected no and the cornerstone of the church the peace and tisa ebenase so we missing for almost dan almost per block no the air fresh the ehumbuye nti or to na or the ehun kan ye no in esisi ho ebia ne nkwara ni bi de block ni bana block ni humbu pe also fatu nchen eno de mempe fa de ehumbuye bra but we see nyina awie no obehu no na hona hono or the full one shakwa enye yie tina e wo so kofa de ototwene ye na ehu abu no eno no so kopɛ no de hyekona ho na ebo no igina inti tembia no you say the rock the builders rejected becomes the cornerstone inya Dr. Bawumia say nipa bi intumi enda engine ho say Dr. Bawumia ebi depart we anim but the yankopon ahyehyɛ no yourself ntumi say no yinyina yemfa mpaibo enta papa nachi na de nipa bi kanyina no it will come to pass na hoho asem de why are we now at the stage where obada ben na yinyina ya bada ben I don't see how anybody makes it look like say ubi bada ben me mami wanya ne baby ko honorable Hawa Yakubu time wa join MPP in 98 as a man ko fo ankan fa no and Hawa just joined MPP. This at the time, President Kufuor was considering Hawa as vice president when we were going into the 2000 election. But bada bang this. Meanwhile, in Ghana politics today, the one woman that has made the most impact in politics, you cannot write 5 names without leaving out Honorable Hawa Yakubu. Intimacy, Mama Yinjai side na ye no. Or bada ben or your hoho no you we no it won't help us. I dare come say me can't church for ye. Nipa pi nam propaganda be said, I Bawumia de moto abamana or den kofo na almost 7 and now abai na na besan ba ye pi nipa fufro. Out of the 5 candidates no, why the number 1 omo mudi na chi no e bi nsevo aban muda. Ye hwe nipa oyi de bebre ye egudi akotene wo Kennedy campaign mu was sticker no a deputy finance minister. Are you telling me say Kennedy be president into sticker in your post? Ye Papa Brian nipa bebre di nachi. There were former ministers. E be a DC e be in your position. Into Brian be president on you just uncle for no. Into what are we talking about? Tis a Bawumia so be president maybe a ubi or born homodi o Bawumia campaign mo no. Yes, was serve that. But obesan abinya bibia nkofo so de bi ye ntoma Bawumia because ntoma Bawumia or the nkofo na almost serve ye no and ebesan ba candidate ben na munim no ye Papa Kennedy again Alfred Obin wanye MD or bust one serve the new back jam second the president Alfred Obin in your post ni njai side no yesramo yintie nsama ni panika no nsama ni panika emudo die no beye asesa wo hyebre eni hia na de obi benya de fa ho be on ye de obi ho tan esa obi na we be we a we be see enti wo no obe say obe to insurance good because you are throwing the bath water with the baby me njai side no yesramo na bosumi mienu aka ansana ya toba no ona bosumi mi ensampo na akana ansana ya toba no yinyina yen kambom na yinjai kasebia nipa bi eka no na yemomu hu se yede kokromuti ebeto abapa 31st January ama Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia damo
amanyoko no agu ahomboabo aso hwe se afia esimu yebesimu ne de womo ebeto aba na omayi obi a wo be kura franka ede ama womo na sansemu enenam som Africa policy lens womo aye hwehwemu na hwehwemu nhwehwemu a womo eyeye no womo echiremu ese wo hwe anipa enum ya kyese womo ani abre se womo kura franka ama MPP amonyoko no kane mampanyi abedeche Dr. Mood Bawumia wono na wodi kan na eno enenam so ma director of research ya woda Africa policy lens ano Dr. Hayford Mensah ayira kwa na wo kasa no se womo hwehwemu a womo yeye na ekire se Dr. Mood Bawumia ewo 43.8%. That is wono enedi animu na duodi na chi onumonyamfo Kennedy Japan so enya 28.9%. The otoa so aye onumonyamfo Brian Champon wono so enya 4.6%. Na fe womo etoatoa so no onumonyamfo ya ose educhum wono enya 1.5%. Na fe onumonyamfo Kwabena Japan so enya 1.2%. Na wo chem se hwehwemu ni nyina ekire se Dr. Mood Bawumia na edi animu
Ofa oha emuaduasa miensa echiripo nwotwe 63.8%. Chese one day osusu se eye owura Mood Bawumia ono na wode na akodwa so yo no firi ho a owura Kennedy Hina Japan so na ni abre pa owodom a ofa enipa epese ono na etu franka mano kesia nia aduonu nwotwe echiripo nkron 28.9%. na ni odi ho eye Brian Achampon ono so ofa onyaimu 4.6%. Efa kese no bia na ho odinjina kese pa ye apuye mantem Eastern region. Niaka eye owuraduchum ene ninua Kwabena Japan omunya 1.5 and 1.2% respectively.
Na director of research ya wada Africa policy lens ano Dr. Hayford Mensah and worker said Dr. Mood Bawumia wono enya 63.8%. Na enwachi no enwo say womo eni 30,000 delegates womo ewa MPP amonyoko enedi enkomo efa hwehwemu eho.
And na yefrɛ mu ba ha na ne tie twam ane sɛ ɛyɛ akansi a MPP amanyoko nipa atu wɔn asi wɔ sɛ ɔpɛ sɛ ɔtu franka ɛnu sɛ nipa mmarima kantinka ɛnum ɛna atu wɔn asi wɔ sɛ ɔpɛ sɛ ɔtu franka ɛde ma MPP ɔsono amanyoko na ɛno na bɛyɛ bosom mmiɛnsa ɛntam nie adwumakuo a yɛfrɛ yɛn Africa Policy Lens APL a yɛn botae baako ne sɛ yɛbɛboa ɔman kyekyerɛ yɛbɛboa ɛba amanyɔsɛm nso a yɛde nimdeɛ yewo beta amanyoku ahoro achi na boa mo atumi ho nia enema tsifa eno na ye nhwehwemu ye ni nipa a wo ye delegates e wo MPP amanyoku no ma wo no mo ye asi ahenefo emu baye empem aduasa ene akire atwetwe nkomo.
Na director of research awada African policy lens Dr. Hayford Mensah ayrakwa na yete ne ka yenu ajojo say ene di amane ebreye. Onsuafo hwe enyuma ni apedie ho nsem eso eye honorable Dr. Abdul Rashid Pelpuo wode ato emabuna mo Ghana fa na nyina enim se adwumaden de eye wo munyi wo munye adwumaden wo ma adwuna oboade ede ama wo no enye adwuma na ebre bia no wo mo empa bibi enye ekoba ne sa wo mo mfom ho nto aban so bebre so mo pa ban nyuma ye ansana wo mo nsa atumi akọ wo mo ano wode afutu semi atu edwa ebra na obi office complex for ano ede ama Elsayus Company Limited a adwuma yi edi mfinhia aduasa e wa ahunidie ni ensiesie emui honorable Pelpuo echimo se Ghana enipa pipia nkoma bebre na na epe abanwuma ye enso se wo hwe mo nsa so bi so na wo mu esu abeso hap opepim be baako eni echire entina chese omanfo dodo na ntumi ntina se enhwen kan se aban na ebe mo nnwuma ye o se yakoba nsa ebe ha adwen enti mabunu no nhwe so mbe konkan de o mbepe bibidi o nsa ye na atumi aboa wo mo o se yakoba nsa ebetumi aboa wo kasa na o chese entrepreneurs bebre e wo memo mabie bienwuma na o munwuma no so etim ebi eni owura Archibald na yawda Boateng how ye kwanche for penya oda Elsayus ano enti mabri enhwe na onsua bibipa emfamfiri ne nchen.
In Ghana, the biggest challenge we have is how to get people employed. The biggest challenge is that government is employing so many. Let me put it in another way. The country, Ghana, has a population of about 35 million people. We are employing in the public sector only a figure less than 1 million. That figure less than 1 million is taking about 47% of our total internal revenue. So I'm saying that the young people I'm speaking to today, make sure you commit yourself to service this nation. We are not in a hurry to finish Ghana. We want Ghana to be there for everybody. We want to make sure we leave a track for generations yet to come. Sorry for diverging into that, but it's important to tell the story that whether you are NDC or MPP, you have a responsibility in this country to keep the faith, to show love for this country.
Deputy Chief Executive Officer of Operations, our Youth Employment Agency, Ora Abubakar Abdul Kudu Sana, and Wabo and Sayus Company Limited, Abaso say, a banner hunidie, and the NCC ma womajina womana sopa, ewo memo. Na watch says it, Onkoswa, no nyejumapa enfamwa, na Emma hunidie, enkoso ewo Ghana fanai enyina.
Let me also acknowledge the importance of the National Sanitation Day initiative introduced by His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, which reminds us that a clean Ghana is a shared responsibility. Companies like SIUs are essential in reviving and sustaining the national spirit of cleanliness and civic pride. The agency recognizes key initiatives in the sanitation space, and your services to Ghanaians remains a core pillar in the long journey of dealing with sanitation nationwide. Your stellar record in providing high-quality home and corporate cleaning services, including pre- and post-event cleaning services, is commendable, and we are open to any strategic partnership with you now or in the future.
Ora Archibald Nana Yaudako Boateng ono ne kwanchia for pay na oda El Sayus Company Limited ano wasebo woni aban ne beka bom no ahwe amahonidie akoso ewo mai emo.
Collaboration is a good aspect of sustainability. We all have our strengths, we all have our weaknesses. And just as my weakness may be your strength, your weakness also might be my strength. So in this collaboration that the Honorable Minister has enlightened, we are definitely positioned to join forces with the government so that we would use our expertise, being an internationally certified company, to also help the government in areas that we believe has been left uncatered for, so that we can close a gap and then build more sustainable environmental, campaigns that is going to improve our health and also improve the economy.
Ora Archibald Nana Yaudako Boateng kwanchia for pay na oda El Sayus Company Limited ano ena yetini name Clinton akwesiamu wako amanebo eni. Ghana Journalists Association President Onimonyamfo Ora Albert Jumfo ena wade adesrede eto ensentrofo a womo ewo mawe mu ene adehia womo ewo Asante mantemu ese GJA womo awosa eba beba so afiwe mu ede no ebekoso ewo menhia ahemfie nyame eya atomo a November boso mene de so enwoche enti womo efre adofo nyina asa womrase na wose wei ene di kan kra ya GJA womo ede womo awards jumadi ede kopie mu awa Asante mantemu na no ene wose Asante hene otumfo ose tutu autosu emienu wono ena dwumadie no esi enenan so na opeyikasi a wo ato nsa de afre no eye Ghana mampanyi na bra onimonyamfo Albert Kwabena Dwumfo ekasa yenti afofra oka eto aso
de ma edan soronko kra ne se mfie be se eduenu enkron eye 29 years ni a ya ye awards ya ye dwumadi wa krasa edu bebi no amanfo se Gigi awards the Accra centric yes yen fan ko bebi ade bi ankran na iti de ma na ye edan soronko no se afie ye de ba Kumasi krodoma na Kumasi so ye de ba nya bebi afan ko se Kumasi akoma eye menhia bebi a amamre efri enti se ye ba hade a ye ba na ye nso no ya ba be hwa ite se adehye otumfo tidwemu na ye mfofo etimu ayemfo akese ene sabi dignitaries penifo akese a omu na babete chinkudi omampeni anunti de ye kan se Kumasi fo mo nam sa akunye so mo so dwumadie mu waka isan se mo na ye ba mo na ase ti ye hwe se Kumasi fo mo beba in your numbers mo fa ne se we ye dwumadie kese a ye de ba mo na so.
Ghana Journalists Association panyipa wada ano meche GJ Yera Albert Kwabena Dwumfo ena yetene nka enua Samson Kwame Nyameche ena de amane ebreye abankra chipanyino wo achimansa mensi ewo poemantam emo eye honorable Linda Ahenkra wodi an hobansam amomanfo ni nyina sa wo makwan asai na wo maka na edru nanim wo behwe no watu ho anamo wo se ne omanfo na no dem esansa akwan na ma ye den se emfudie kra betumi afi emfom aba edwaso ama omanfo anya biato na disi chese na wo ayi aban asutire ache enso de na aka ne se drip mfidie no aban ba ma wo nsa ka bie na wo de asiesi akwan na ma wo nenso wo hye omanfo ne boso munya abotre enche mensin asombeti asemde na wakwan nyina no wasiesie amawom
Asabedi was no more come no credit. And yes, I be a lot of at once communities.
The work can say a dina cheye, a wasn't penny fortune as I be a wajune akosono, womudu moboshe so eshe, a riema a dino etumi efe, which him was as you bambo on some so, a jiatum says you medina was a Kenyano, na etumi jana na so, na a binding ankran cry nebe kabum, ama a dino was ye, na a crabeshe, Sakobasu re dina, classrooms bewum, and mia beye entity training spaces, and fe mia beye in research centers and casa, and a bambo jumedia horon, a idea, obenya be na nam so mo atete animdifo bebre na e wo Ghana ene abibiman emo wo chemo se dwumadi a wo bedie ene edan na obesisi awie no e yade a ebeboa pa.
The Kofi Annan International Peacekeeping Training Center has for years served as a beacon of academic excellence and professional training. Yet it is impossible to ignore the sight of the unaccomplished building complex, which has remained abandoned for far too long. Its incomplete state stands as a silent reminder of deferred promise. This government, under the leadership of President John Dramani Mahama, recognizes the strategic importance of this facility, not only as an educational space, but as a continental hub for research, dialogue, and capacity building in peace and security. I am informed that the Ministry of Defense has given approval for the abandoned project to be revived and completed through a robust public-private partnership. This decision reflects the government's firm belief that Ghana's peace and security infrastructure must not only be preserved but strengthened to meet modern demands.
Acting Commandant Kofi Annan International Peacekeeping Training Center, Air Commodore David Ekron, where they are to just say, Addition Fonso Maji entity every hour, Womu Pieba, Woma, Jumedia would die, any one city I would Nina, and Womra or minor emphasis. Now, how would I emin or minor to say, a son you come near to me into one amono, or bar, one for a humwaye, Emra.
Today marks the conclusion of an important chapter in your academic pursuit, but it must not be seen as the end of your academic endeavors. Today's event should rather mark the beginning of many graduations and excellence in the coming years. I encourage you to see this chapter as a stage marking the beginning of a new phase in your life, a stage where you'll be required to make original and innovative contributions to solving the many challenges and dilemmas facing our continent and the wider world.
Now, co-founder Emma West African Network for Peace Building, Ora Emmanuel Bombande, and so co-graduation as say, and what the air to justice Sabria addition for identity area, one more a bar, one penny yema ensua, dear Efa asum Jenny Bambo on some eho, and Koban Sabe Buapa a year on Jumedi emo.
Peace building, because of the nuances involved, invites us to always be curious. Never say that you have learned enough and you have acquired the academic degrees, but continue to be curious, engage in continuous learning, explore innovative strategies, be good at how in every situation you design a process before you engage so that we can collectively enhance